everybody, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a community called the Persona AI Voice Parody community. So basically, this is a community that makes basically AI voice parodies of characters from the Persona series. And well, yeah, that's basically all I have to talk about when it comes to what this community is. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be reviewing a couple YouTubers from this community, and then at the end ranking them from best to worst. So yeah, let's start with the first YouTuber. Alright, so the first YouTuber we got is called RevanXL, and basically their content at first was just like different characters from Persona dancing to different songs from the games, but then they started doing AI voice parodies and sometimes AI song covers. I actually really like their content. At first, their editing is, from the first few videos, was kind of okay, but not that good at the same time. Like in the video, the Persona 4 cast go on a road trip, there's a really like jarring cut where it cuts from a few characters' perspectives back to another character's perspective, and like the cut, there was music playing, there was like a cut, and it just annoyed the hell out of me.
Alright, but if your shoes get wet, it's not my fault! Wait, but Inaba's in Japan!
But like besides that, the editing is fine. And there's a video called Yukari Gets Cancelled, and that was when the editing started to improve a lot. And if you go to the most recent video, at the time of me making this video, Persona protagonists work at McDonald's, the editing in that video is really good. Like it's like the best that it's ever been, and I really like it. But overall, I give this YouTuber about an 8 out of 10. Their editing is pretty good now. I guess the only downside is they only upload one video every few months, but that's whatever. And yeah, I think that's really it. All I have to say to this YouTuber. They really make good videos. I think right now I'm gonna play a few moments from those videos, kind of the best moments from some of his videos, so I'm gonna play them right now.
Well, I was just on Twitter earlier and...
Isn't it called X now?
Shut up! As I was saying...
Jesus Christ, Akihiko, I can't even see the goddamn chicken! What the hell did you put on this thing? Ren! Makoto! We're leaving!
But what about the food?
Fuck the food! Alright, goddammit! I'm gonna cook pancakes! Alright? Are you happy? Does this make you happy, you bastards?
Let's move on to our next contestant.
Alright, so I just played them all, and yeah, I wanna move on to the next YouTuber, so let's get to that. Alright, so the next YouTuber I'm gonna talk about is called Kandori's Kinoplex. And basically he does a variety of AI voice parodies with the Persona cast or Shin Megami Tensei in general. But in this video, I'm only gonna be talking about his series called Iwata Dai Dorm, the sitcom. And currently, at the time of me making this video, there's only 4 episodes of the series being made, or have been made. So let's talk about it. Alright, so let's start with editing. The editing overall I think is a step up from RevanXL. I like the way it's edited. The jokes in this series are pretty funny for like the first 2 episodes. And you might be wondering, why are they only funny for the first 2 episodes? Well, it's because I think after that, the series just kind of got, I don't know what you call it, kind of, I don't know if I would want to call it stale, but it kind of isn't as funny as the first 2 episodes. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but you know, that's how I think of it. Like, episode 3 had some funny moments, not as funny as the first 2, and episode 4 was just kind of a a whatever episode. It was fine. I didn't laugh at all, but it was just a fine episode. And well, here we go. So the third episode, for the whole, for like the first 2 episodes, they used the Persona 3 like portraits, you know, the ones that are from the original game. But starting with episode 3, he started using the Persona 3 Reload portraits, and you know, the thing is, it just kind of looks jarring when it's coming out of the original like characters' voices. Like whenever I would see the Reload portraits, I would hear the Reload voices. But I just think it's kind of a little jarring to hear it from the original voices. But I guess the only reason why he used those portraits instead of the original is because they have mouth animations. And yeah, that's basically why I think that. And episode 4 does something like completely new and just ditches the AI voice parody thing, and it's just now a normal parody.
He's dead! Dead! Hold your tongue! We don't say the D word around here. Didn't you read the C's rulebook?
He's literally dead, though. Don't try to gaslight me.
There's actual voice actors, which isn't bad, but I think that it kind of loses a little bit of the charm of the series by a little bit, because let's be honest, like hearing the original voices say like the most retarded shit in this series is funny, and you know, it's not as funny as if it's like impressions or voice acting and shit, but I'm sure that I'll get used to it. I just think it loses a little bit of charm. Like episode 4 was fine. Yeah. So overall, Kandori's Kinoplex, probably the same rating as RevanXL, probably maybe even an 8.5, because of the fact that I think he's slightly better than Raven. So yeah, I guess that's basically it for this YouTuber. Oh yeah, I forgot. So, this is something I'm gonna do for every YouTuber, but I'm gonna show just random moments from their videos to show you what you can expect from these YouTubers. Basically just like small montage of funny moments from them. So yeah, here's one.
How come the school is on an island? Wouldn't it make more sense for it to be where people live?
That's a good point, actually. I suppose they wanted to quarantine all the edgelords and shitheads on one island.
I'm sorry. We have a strict no singles policy.
What the fuck, Robert? This is a violation of singles' rights!
Sir, this is a 5-star Kinoplex. We have the highest standards for our customers.
Okay, fine. We're a throuple. Let us in.
I'm afraid not. We have a strict policy against degeneracy.
I guess I was wrong about you. Fine, I'll leave this place. Have a good rest of your life.
Are you living on Planet Retard or what? Why would you take a stranger home? I could be a rapist, or worse, a Persona 5 fan.
You know, I've been thinking a lot these past 2 weeks. You and I are very similar, don't you think?
No.
Makoto, destiny brought us together. You and I share a special bond.
Ah! Nurse, help!
You will take responsibility, right?
It's waiting for us to make the first move. Let's just...
I won't miss! Miss. Did you see that? That's some bullshit! How? Literally how?
The absolute state of the archery team.
Alright, so that was a pretty good montage of funny moments from like most of the first 2 or 3 episodes. So yeah, let's get into the next YouTuber. Alright, so the next YouTuber we have is named Karurosu99. And they have a series called Persona AI, where it's mainly the Persona 3 cast. Basically, let's get into it. If you can tell by my voice, The series that he has is, to say the least, very mediocre. So let's get into why it's mediocre. So the first problem I have with his videos is one that he did fix, but was prevalent in the first few episodes of the series. I think from at least episode 4, is that the series, the characters have these white like things that appear around their arms. Basically, they weren't cropped well. And this is something that was fixed later on in the series, but it just looked really weird looking. And there's also a problem with the characters inconsistently like having low resolution images. Like sometimes like Yukari would be low res like randomly, specifically with her angry portrait. But this is something that was fixed later on in the series. So let's get into the editing. The editing is, honestly, it's almost the same as RevanXL's old editing, but I think maybe slightly worse. Alright, so let's go into specifically one problem I had with an episode, and that being episode 7, the spring break vacation. The biggest problem with this episode is the fact that it dragged on for so long, and it's because there were 2 AI voice song covers in this video. And, you know, I'm fine with having that there, but the problem is that it was the whole song. It wasn't just maybe like 20 seconds of it. It was the whole entire song, and that dragged the video out to 10 minutes when it really didn't need to at all. Alright, so let's dive into some of the characters. And this is a massive problem with this series. The biggest problem with this series is some of the characters just repeat the same jokes over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like, for example, Yukari constantly being horny and making constant sex jokes about Makoto is just so fucking repetitive, and it gets so, like, tiring to hear.
Can I please stay at the dorm?
Hell no! Your ass is grass and I'm mowing it tonight at prom. No, baby! What about us slow dancing and me giving you the sucky fucky gluck gluck in the bathroom while you have punch that was spiked spilled on you?
Absolutely not.
It sucks since I couldn't suck off Makoto in the bathroom.
You need a 10-episode ban from this goddamn series.
Daddy Kodo, give me your rubber ducky so I can sucky fucky. Well, since no one is here. Mwah! Baby, since you and I are alone on the beach, can I play with your rubber ducky?
Like, nobody gives a shit that Yukari is fucking horny and wants dick. Nobody gives a shit. Overall, there were only 3 jokes in the series that actually made me laugh.
Would you all like to join my free V-Bucks gift card giveaway?
Yori, please shut the fuck up and let's just enjoy prom. We aren't giving away those stupid little virgin bucks.
What's poppin', my niggas?
Everything else was just, who gives a shit? This series is basically if Vipsy Pop made a Persona AI voice parody series. Because every few seconds, there's a constant need to put the word fuck or fucking, or at least have some sex joke in the whole episode. Like, I don't mind a sex joke or anything like that, but constantly spamming it just makes it extremely unfunny and boring. And this is a problem this series has, where they just repeat the same joke over and over again, and it just becomes boring to listen to. Now, I'm not going into detail about the other videos that they've made, specifically Makoto, Yukari, and Junpei playing Wii Sports or anything like that. I'm only going to be focusing on the episode-specific series, being Persona 3 AI, only that series. So I'm not going to be going into those, but if it's anything like the other episodes, then they're probably going to just be boring as hell. Now, I think that's basically it that I want to talk about with this YouTuber. If you've been on this channel for a little bit, you know that I've actually talked about this guy before when it comes to the Midori situation. I already have a video on it already. But to give a small update about that, he is planning to upload his Midori video at the end of the year. So I'm planning on live streaming my reaction to it and seeing if it's well done. Hopefully it is. So yeah, I guess the biggest advice I would give to Karurosu is stop using the same jokes over and over again. Try to think of something creative. And yeah, that's basically it. I also probably improved the editing. The editing right now is just basic and it's actually beyond basic. It's just kind of amateurish at best. But yeah, if I had to give a rating to this YouTuber, I would give them a 5 out of 10. They're very mediocre, and I hope they can improve. There is one more problem with him that I just thought of, and it's just the use of making jokes that, like, referencing shit that really doesn't need to be referenced. Like, I think one of the episodes had, like, a reference to, like, I don't know, I think Junpei mentioning Kendrick Lamar and fucking Drake's fucking drama situation that happened.
I saw the newest vlog from Carlos, and that prom was more lame than Drake's diss tracks on Kendrick.
And it's like, what? Who cares? Like, why is this being referenced? It's just randomly. It's not like there's, like, I don't know, something similar to happening in the video. It's just random shit. So be more creative with jokes. Stop referencing stuff that there's no point in referencing that, and it's just being referenced because of the sake of being referenced. And yeah, that's basically it for this YouTuber. Let's move on to the next YouTuber. Alright, so the next YouTuber I'm going to be talking about is a guy named X Luffy. So, with him, he doesn't have a specific AI voice parody series that's episode based, where there's a number between all the episodes. It's just random skit videos with the persona protagonist and all the other characters. So with that, I only watched about 12 videos from him instead of watching a whole series that he's made. So yeah, let's begin. Alright, so the first problem I have with his content is the fact that he overuses sound effects in his videos. Like, it's the most annoying shit ever. Like, I'll just play a few seconds of one of his videos.
Do you want to explain why you have a work desk in your room, but you always stay having terrible grades? Like, how does that even work?
Hey, don't call me out like that. I resent that. Plus, come on, man. We all have desks in our rooms. It's a dorm, remember?
Okay, I guess I'm gonna let you slide on that. But do you want to explain all of this? Bro, you be reading hentai or something? Cause what the fuck is all this?
Hey, don't get the wrong idea. It's just manga. Man, if I knew you were gonna act like this, I would have never invited you to my room.
So you're saying if I look under your pillow or under your bed, I won't find anything?
Alright, so you saw that? You saw how many, like, sound effects were there in that clip? It just gets tiring. And honestly, after the 10 videos I watched, I started kind of getting a headache. But let's get into some positives. Alright, I can't think of any positives. Alright, let's go back to the criticisms. One of the criticisms I had with that Kinoplex guy that I talked about earlier in this video was the fact that he used the original Persona 3, like, character voices, but used Persona 3 Reload portraits to represent them, and I just said that it just looks jarring and weird with that. But with X Luffy, he's very inconsistent with which portraits he uses. Like, he'll use the Persona 3 Reload portraits and then have the original Persona 3, like, characters, like, voices, and it just looks jarring. But the thing that makes it different is that sometimes he uses the Reload voices, but other characters still have their original voices, so it just makes it more inconsistent. And it's just weird, honestly. I really don't have anything else to talk about his content. fine, I guess. It could use a lot of work, but overall it's okay. Just remove the obnoxious sound effects and then we're good. I guess I should talk about this video. It's a video called I Guess Voice Actor Hates Me and All AI Creators. And it's something that he said in the end of the video that I want to talk about. So let me play the clip.
Do y'all remember when reaction content was like starting to pop off? Remember how everybody used to react about reaction content and say how it was so like cheap and lazy and corny and just bottom tier content? You know how much people don't even bat an eye about reaction content no more. It's just accepted. It's just normal entertainment now. I feel like AI content is in that phase where people are just bashing it, just how they did with reaction content, where people made whole channels of just reacting off things, and people felt some type of way because they felt it was lazy. Anybody can make a reaction, like, come on.
Alright, so in that clip he talked about how, you know, reaction channels, like the main reason people go after reaction channels is because it's lazy and stuff. That may be a reason why, but the main reason most people go after reaction channels is because of the fact there's a lot of them that are untransformative and don't add anything to the video they're watching, or just blankly staring at the video doing nothing, or just stuffing their face with food. That's the main reason why people go after reaction channels. Yeah, I just wanted to clear that off because that's the main reason why people go after reaction channels. So yeah, I guess that's basically it with me talking about him. If I have to give a rating, I would probably give him a 5 out of 10. He can improve a lot, but just remove those sound effects, man. They're just annoying as hell. But yeah, let's move on to the next person. Alright, so the next YouTuber we have is Albert Banoy, who I watched and he's pretty good at what he does. Like, I watched the video called I Guess How Many Floors Are in Tartarus Remade, and Persona 3 alternate Yukari decides to start her own social media. Like, those two videos are pretty good and they're pretty funny. One thing I like about it is that it kind of like makes it in the style where it looks like it came from the game, specifically Persona 3 Portable, with the way like there's text on the bottom like how Portable did. Like, it looks exactly like something that you would see in Portable. So yeah, I really like that. And in the Yukari decides to start her own social media video, at the end of the video you can decide to pick like a different ending, and I think that's pretty cool. And also another thing is this Albert Banoy guy, he quit YouTube, so I did find a channel that did re-upload his videos, all of them to my knowledge. So I'm gonna leave a link to all the channels in the description I talked about, but with Albert, the channel that re-uploaded his content has a playlist with all his videos, so I'll leave a link to that playlist in the description. So yeah, let me talk about more of his content. I really like the fact that he put the effort of making new like portraits for the characters. Like, for example, he made a portrait of Makoto being shocked and mad, which aren't in the game, so he photoshopped those and made new portraits for the characters. And I really like that. It shows how much effort he puts into these videos. And let's talk about the editing. The editing is pretty damn good. I won't lie, it's pretty good. I like how everything's laid out in all the videos. Oh yeah, and this, I should probably say this, but in he has a couple series. He has a series called Persona 3 Alternate, and then another series called Persona 3 Alternate, but the alternate text is backwards and it's upside down. And it's like a 3D animated series made in Gmod. So yeah, I watched the Gmod video and it was fine. There was no dialogue, but it was okay. And then the second Gmod video was fine too. The Gmod videos were fine. I didn't think they were the best that he's made, but whatever. So I should probably talk about his big video called Persona 3 Alternate, Calm Before the Storm. Now this video is 24 minutes long and I watched it and it's fine, but there's one massive problem with it, and it's that the AI voices sound really retarded. So in the beginning of the video, it reenacts something that happened in the Yukari Starts a Social Media video, and the voices just sound really retarded sounding compared to what they were before. So I'll play a little bit of the Yukari social media video and then play the part that was in the Calm Before the Storm video. So here it is.
Wait, is that... No, no, no! This can't be. Oh, what have I done? This is all my fault!
Yukari, there's nothing we can do.
What do you mean?
Everything! Your twisted mind led us to this mess. How could you, Yukari?
This is Tatsumi Port Police! Get out of the building now!
As much as I hate you, we have a bigger threat right now.
But this doesn't make any sense.
Says a bipolar psychopath.
Attention all officers of the Tatsumi Port Police Department. Prepare to storm the building and apprehend the suspect inside!
What do we do now, Makoto?
We run.
To be continued.
Fuck you, Yukari.
Oh, no! This can't be. Oh, what have I done? This is all my fault.
Yukari, there's nothing that we can do.
What do you mean?
Everything! Your twisted mind led us to this mess. How could you, Yukari? Jesus fucking Christ! We're fucked. We're so fucked.
But this doesn't make any sense.
Said a bipolar psychopath!
But, what do we do now, Makoto?
We run.
And cut!
So yeah, you see the voices don't sound that well. I think he was trying to make them have more emotion, but in the way of doing it just sounds stupid. Like, they don't sound good. Alright, so I guess I should talk about, he has another Gmod video, a second one, called Persona 3 Alternate 50 Shades of Yukari, and it's fine, like I said before, but something weird is the AI voices sound normal in this one. So in that big video he made, the voices sounded retarded, but in this one, they just sound fine. They sound how you should sound, which I don't know what happened there, but yeah. I guess I don't have to give him advice since the guy quit YouTube, but if he ever does come back, whatever you did to make the voices sound stupid in that one video, that 124-minute video, don't do it. The voices sound bad, and yeah, I guess I'm done talking about this YouTuber, so let's go to the next YouTuber. Alright, so we got honorable mentions, and it's YouTubers that I didn't think made it on the list. So one of the YouTubers we have is called HouseKeeys, and the reason why he's here is because he has only one video, and it's called A Day in Iwata Dai Dorm, Persona 3 AI Parody. And it's basically, the plot is that Yukari, there's a cockroach in her room, and nobody wants to kill it, except for Aigus. But Mitsuru doesn't want Aigus to kill it because she would destroy the whole entire dorm. So that's basically a small rundown of the episode. It's funny as hell. The editing is whatever. I don't think it's the best, but it's passable. So yeah, it's been a year since that video came out. Hopefully he makes more, but yeah. I have another YouTuber I want to talk about, and it's a person named LoopCycles. And they mainly do YouTube shorts, and the reason why they're on honorable mentions is because they don't always do Persona AI voice videos, so that's why. And another reason is I don't want to explain their content, just because of the fact that I think it's way better if you just don't know anything about their content and just know that it's something, alright. It's really something. So yeah, that's about it for honorable mentions. And yeah, let's get to the final YouTuber of this video. Alright, for the final YouTuber that we're gonna be talking about Master Dank 47. Probably my favorite YouTuber of all of these that I'm gonna be talking about in this video. So Master Dank 47 has a series called Persona 3 AI Voice Parody. And it basically is funny as hell. Like, the first 2 episodes are pretty short. Like, they're only 2 or 3 minutes long. But when we hit episode 3, that's where shit goes down and it gets really funny. So basically, I guess I should probably talk about the plot for this, even though I didn't talk about the plot for some of these other AI voice YouTubers, but I don't give a shit, I'm talking about this one. So basically, in the first episode, Yukari is mad because Mitsuru ate her cheesecake. Then the second one, they made up and then went to get food, and then they both realized that they were dating Makoto. Then in the third episode, they confronted Makoto and also realized that he was dating 4 other girls. In the fourth episode, we focus on Ken and Akihiko, and Ken meeting a pedophile on Genshin Impact, then confronting them, then realizing it was Katone Shiomi, and then they getting screwed and shit. And then episode 5, Akihiko and Shinjiro were beating up the Mitsuru's car because Katone was in there, and then Mitsuru confronting them, and then Mitsuru driving her car in the fucking ditch. Then they blow up. Then in episode 5.5, the chairman is there with Officer Kurosawa, and fucking Makoto teleports and he shoves some anal beads up their asses and they were revived. And alright, that's basically the story so far. It's pretty fucking funny. I'm gonna show some clips right now of the best moments from the series. Not all of them because I want you guys to watch it, but yeah, here's some of them.
Well, I guess kids these days don't appreciate games like Battlefield 3 or Slender Man anymore.
Oh, actually, I've played those games.
Really? Never mind. You're a lot more cultured than I originally thought.
Yeah, those are the best games on Roblox.
Wait, what? Roblox?
Ken is that gen shit cringe-packed. Turn that game off right now, it's full of fucking pedophiles.
Shinji-senpai, stop being a dick! The game is full of big booty hot mommies anyways. That enough makes up for all the sexualized young kids.
What the fuck am I even hearing right now? What happened to the times when the only things sexualized in games were half-naked men with huge, strong muscles in tight spandex wrestling each other, covered in sweat and chest hair?
That is the gayest fucking shit I've ever heard in my life, dude!
Oh, someone wants to join my world.
Don't accept that invite. It must be one of those fucking kid touchers.
Alright, so after that, I think I'm gonna give Master Dank 47 a 10 out of 10. His editing is fine, but I think what saves him is the jokes and shit that goes down in the episodes. Yeah, he also hasn't uploaded in 10 months. When the hell is he gonna come back? He needs to come back. Dude, like fucking Augie RFC came back to live streaming before Master Dank 47 came back to making more AI voice parodies. Like, he promised an AI voice parody series of Persona 4. He had 80% of the script done. And nope, it's been a year since then and nothing has happened. So, who knows, maybe this video will cause him to realize that he needs to start uploading again. And he'll start uploading again. Hopefully that'll happen. But anyways, I'm gonna get to ranking all of these guys. If you've seen my creepypasta series, you know how this will go. So yeah, let's get to that. Alright, so welcome to the ranking the YouTubers section of the video, where I rank them from the top to the bottom. So yeah, let's do it. So in number 1, the best YouTuber of all of them that I've talked about is Master Tank 47 with a 10 out of 10. And the next one that I'm gonna give is Kandori's Kinoplex. It's an 8.5 out of 10. So yeah, then we got what was it? RevanXL with an 8 out of 10. Then we got Albert Banoy with a 7 out of 10. And then the next one is Karurosu with a 5 out of 10. Then the next one and the final one is Depressed X Luffy with a 5 out of 10. So yeah, I guess this is it. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this. Hopefully this is my next longest video, because the longest video that I have on my channel is an old video that I fucking hate and I think it's fucking terrible. So yeah, and I'm totally not stretching the video out just so I can beat that video in length. So yeah, don't go harass any of the people that I mentioned. Like the disclaimer said at the beginning of the video, this is only meant to criticize these people's YouTube channels or give advice to them or say what I like about them or whatnot. So yeah, don't do that. Yeah, and also another thing is, let me know if I might do a sequel of this whenever I'm bored, so put any AI voice parody YouTubers in the comments, specifically Persona related. Yeah, so yeah, that's about it. Yeah, see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.